This is Charlie Ko with TravelMole TV in Madrid at the World Travel and Tourism Council Summit with Peh-Ke-Wei,
yes.
with the Changi Airport Group,
Yes.
which in Singapore. For those who've not experienced it or know about it, it is the pride of Southeast Asia, and I know I've spoken to some people at other destinations like Thailand and Malaysia. Maybe I won't add Hong Kong to that, which certainly respect what your group has done in Singapore at the airport. How have you managed to keep it different and unique, and what is the philosophy for the airport? You know, is it customer satisfaction, airline satisfaction, or how do you balance that?
Actually, for Changi, right, for us, we put customer first. You know, at the heart of everything that we do, right?
That's
it's
the
always
passenger.
about customer. Yes, or passenger, you know, if you put it that way. So we always look at what the customer or passengers want, you know, from the airport or during the journey, you know, and run our airport to cater to their needs. You know? And one thing that we are very proud of is what we introduced called the instant feedback system, or in short, the IFS. You know? It's a system. It's a little digital screen, touch screen, digital screen that we install at various touch points at the airport, at the immigration counter, at the toilet even.
Oh, is that the happy button? Happy,
yes.
sad button?
If you call it a happy button, that would be good. You know, actually that's what we call the instant feedback system.
Yeah.
We install it all over the airport at the key customer touch points. You know, the first and foremost will be the immigration counter, the restaurants, the shops, or even the toilet. You know, and it's not just a standalone system or not connected to a main system where we collect all the data. You know, actually, it's an instant feedback. Meaning, if let's say at a toilet, if a passenger is not happy with the cleanliness of the toilet, if he were to tap on the digital screen and say that he's not happy with the toilet, within seconds or maybe just a couple of minutes, we will activate the supervisor of the cleaning team to get to the toilet straight away and to see what the customer is unhappy about.
Wow.
And straight away rectify the problem, you know. And we also collect all the data to see, you know, what our customers think of the customer services at the various touch point, you know, and share it with the various stakeholders, the various government agencies in the airport itself, you know, to further improve our customer experience.
Will it be customs,
yes.
security?
Yes. So, you know, this system has allowed us to, you know, get to know our customer better or the passengers better, you know, and to further improve on the customer experience at Changi Airport. And I think that's what really makes Changi unique, you know, because Changi Airport is actually just synonymous with perfect customer experience, you know, and this is what we are always very proud of. You know, we have this tagline to say that at Changi Airport, the feeling is first class. You know.
Now, you've also been obviously successful in attracting a lot of carriers and a lot of flights, part of which has to do with the popularity of Singapore, the financial industry there, and other industries. But what do you offer them as an incentive, other than that, for using Singapore as kind of a hub in Asia, Southeast Asia?
Actually, that's quite a fair bit of trade secrets, so to speak, how we work with airlines, you know, to attract them to Singapore. But something which is, you know, pretty common in the market, or quite a common practice amongst airport, it's really about partnerships with airlines. You know, apart from, okay, airlines fly to a specific country because of the country factors, economic factors, tourism factors, you know, but for Changi, we go beyond that, you know, like you correctly pointed out, it's much more than just country factor. For Changi, we work very closely with airlines, not just our home-based carrier, but the foreign carriers operating at Changi, because we look at it as partners rather than a client-customer or a client-owner relationship.
You embrace the low-cost carriers?
Yes, correct. Because actually low-cost carriers gave us a lot of growth the last couple of years, and with the low-cost carrier now more people could fly because now we are connected to many regional points because of the low-cost carrier. Previously the full-scale service carriers with the wide body may not be able to fly to the smaller regional destination. But now, with the emergence of the low-cost carriers for a good 10 years, Singaporeans or even our neighbors from the regional destination can now fly very freely within the region. And for Changi, we work very closely with airlines on partnerships, including marketing activities, trade engagement activities, to ensure that the airlines, when they fly to Changi, it's not just about the beginning; it's actually the future because. We believe in a sustainable relationship with airlines, working closely with them to grow the market together.
Now, the new terminal. Mm-hmm. Before we talk about that,
okay,
let's cover some numbers.
Okay.
How many passengers through the airport last year?
More than
roughly?
54 million. 54 million. That's about 10 times the Singapore population.
Okay. Yes. And how does that compare with any other airport you happen to know, major airport?
54 million will bring us to the 6th place. We'll be ranked number 6.
Number 6.
International traffic. Yes.
Globally.
Globally, yes. Number 6.
That's pretty high there.
For a small country, yeah.
And then this new terminal.
Yes.
Obviously, you must have hit the capacity. So now the new terminal. What will that provide you? What kind of capacity?
Okay, currently we have Terminal 1, 2 and 3 with a capacity of about 66 million. So, we are really close to that because during peak hours, the airport is really crowded. And Terminal 4, which is currently under construction, due for completion in 2017, will bring us to 82 million capacity. So that will give us a lot more room to grow.
Right. So in 2 years, that will.
2 years.
Roughly 2 years.
Yes.
So we were speaking earlier. I know myself as one of the passengers through Changi, is that you see restaurants, the carpet, hallways, counters and things, but something's going on in the back that's getting upgraded and the innovation's going to back. What kind of innovations in terms of facilities, IT, passenger service, what kind of innovation improvements have you added in the last 5 years, 10 years?
Apart from the instant feedback system that I mentioned, at the back end definitely that's a lot of coordination among the various agencies, stakeholders within the airport. Technology definitely is one thing, and those most relevant to passengers will be how we enhance the whole journey, meaning from self-checking counters to self-bag drop, self-tagging. We have these initiatives called FAST, FAST, which is actually fast and seamless travel. And it's all about IT, all about technology to make check-in, to make the bag drop, bag tagging, as easy, as I would say idiot-proof as possible for passengers. And I mentioned about Terminal 4. It will be our terminal with the most IT innovations, be it self-checking counters, bag drop and bag tagging. We are going to invest in a lot more technology to make the process as simple, as easy as possible for even the less seasoned traveler. And the whole process flow is going to be as seamless and as I would say less painful, to make the journey as pleasant as possible for travelers, traveling via Changi Airport or just getting in and out of the airport. and we also have various initiatives to bring all the stakeholders together, to brainstorm, ideas to make the, customer experience as perfect as possible at Changi Airport. So it's really a very holistic approach over at Changi Airport, involving all our stakeholders in the process.
Peh-Ke-Wei, thank you very much. Look forward to the opening of the new terminal in a couple of years.
Sure, and I look forward to seeing you in Singapore.
I'll look you up.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.